Good morning. You were muted.
Oh. Hey, Michelle. Michelle, you look different today.
Oh no.
We're kidding.
There. Now I'm seeing her arm. Up in there.
Aw. What happened? Okay, so in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to go change the links and stuff. So
Okay. No worries. You
what, your
wanna
computer just decided to come on or what? Here, let me let you host.
yeah, I was gonna say host. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Yeah, there you go. You know, if Ezra's around and you need to, you can always make him the host and let people in and stuff.
We got 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let them all sit for a bit.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Oh, you're on mute, Michelle. Means I gotta do something.
There you go.
Are we off?
Nope, we should be good right now.
We hear you now.
Okay.
All good.
Good morning.
Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw you walk in. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I had surgery on Friday on my
Oh, that's right.
the tendons.
Oh,
The tendons in my arm that attach at the elbow.
gotcha.
Oh.
Ooh, how are you recovering? Is it going okay?
It's been very, very painful. So I'm just kind of, and it's hard to do things one-handed.
Yes.
Can't do your hair. Can't get dressed.
Listen, we're all, you know, in the same boat here. I barely just got dressed and I'm wearing my Halloween Michael Myers shirt. So that's what I threw on today. Hey, it's October.
Oh.
Is it warm there?
It is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 105 today.
Oh, where are you?
Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, it is
You guys have humidity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, really bad.
We have like maybe, I don't know what, 30 at best, right? Humidity.
Yeah, I haven't even looked today. I was like, I know I don't want to open a door, a window, or anything today. That's all I know.
Yeah. We're gonna keep the house dark.
There we go.
Day. Okay, I have to go to the thing and do the thing.
Okie dokie.
So I am still here.
Okay.
So holler at
Yeah,
me.
go do the things. We need all the things.
We only will. I know. It's so funny because I did them and I had them done like right at the right time. And I immediately got emails from people going, they don't work. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You
So,
left mine up, right?
huh?
You left my video up from yesterday?
Yes, but we got a lot of email about it, that it's still not working.
Still not working? All right.
So this is what I've told people, and you can like, you know, slap me later. But what I told them is that we'll give them 24-hour
No,
access,
yeah, that's fine. That's what I was
you
saying.
know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said we're working on it. Thanks for your patience. We'll make sure that you guys get 24-hour access
Yeah.
once it's fixed. So
We need to do it with today's video is good though.
I did not see, but I can right now.
Yeah, I would check. I would say upload it. Then it's probably gonna end up having to be uploaded also then to Vimeo or something.
Yeah, so here I
Let me
had
upload it to YouTube.
upload to YouTube because I ran out of Vimeo space. So let's see.
I'll upload it to YouTube right now. Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
will you? And also, I don't have any sound on your other one except in my video editor. It shows sound.
Okay, let me upload them both to YouTube.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It's being weird.
I think that no sound problem might be on my end, but I think someone else might have said something about that too. So I don't know.
I had sound when I was playing it, so I'm not sure. I don't know if
Yeah.
maybe something is double
Yeah, I mean,
muted.
there totally is sound. It's just not happening for
I'm
me
thinking it's just double muted somehow, but we'll figure it out.
somehow. I don't know. I don't know. But if it works for you, then that's all that matters.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. This is how it is always, Michelle, with us. It's like
I
Pretty
cannot
bad though, 'cause you're doing
imagine.
it all by yourselves. It
what's
sucks.
that?
I said I cannot imagine what you guys have to figure all the stuff that needs to be figured out, all the pieces and things to make it
Oh,
work.
you know what? We didn't. I we have help. You know, there's a coaching thing called Summit in a Box. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
Maybe.
I bought it last year and I did my own summit by myself and then realized that I don't want to do my own summit by myself. And so it's hard to do. There's a lot of moving parts. And
Yeah, definitely.
yes.
And then you got to take in all of our moving parts too, that what we bring to it as well. So yeah, I can't, sounds like a big headache. I don't think I'd have the patience.
It's like herding cats, but it's okay, you know what I mean? It gets better and better as, you know, every year or every summit gets better, or retreat is what we're calling it. But they get better and you guys learn, you know, what to do. And
Yeah, definitely learning. You learn each
yeah,
and every time.
well, you were like one of the
Build on
first
that.
people that got all your stuff in. So yeah.
Yeah, that helps so much.
Yeah, I know. We love that. Thank you.
All right, that is the video link for today, Christy, that I just sent you for YouTube.
Okay.
Just tell them
All
it's low. I was just say it's loading, it's getting there. I'll let them know on here.
Yeah.
So we got about 4 minutes. So basically, Michelle,
Okay.
it's kind of kick back, laid back. We don't care how you run it, but we'll read everything to you. So you don't have to worry about trying to find the questions or comments or anything like that. I'll just read them off to you.
Oh, okay.
I gotta shut the sound off because I
Okay.
can't even think right
Yeah,
now.
no
So
problem.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. But yeah, it's just people I think are starting to get used to, like, we're pretty laid back. You have like an entire hour to speak if you want to. If you don't want to, that's okay. If you need to head out.
I think I remember last year's or the one in May. We went off on a well, I didn't, but some of the people went off on a Timu a tangent. That didn't go over very well, but
Everybody goes off on a tangent. I had somebody yesterday who was kind of mad with Elena's because she was talking about people started talking about cards more than junk journals. And I had somebody message me, what does this have to do with junk journals? I said it's a technique, and that was the whole point of this.
right.
Learn techniques that you can use anywhere. You don't have to do it. People are asking questions. If you want to ask a different question, ask a different question.
Exactly. But yeah, that was that was a little that one was tough to get through because people obviously have their opinions,
Oh
and
yeah.
not everybody's going to be on the same page with their opinions. Gets a little political sometimes.
Yeah, we try. Yeah. My brother won't let me get on Timu.
I've never been on it either. I don't, I just know what I've heard about it, but
Yeah.
I've never actually checked anything out
Like
on
I've
what they
ordered
have.
it from it
Yeah.
one time a long time ago, and I was like, oh, okay. Everything came like in a package this small, and I was like, oh.
Really? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know anything about it, just of what else I've, what other people have said, but
Yeah.
I just, I mean, people feel the same way about Amazon too, so it's kind of, you got to just do what you can do and try to keep people not having everybody have so many differing opinions about what you should and shouldn't use. That's the hard part, but I know, because it's hard because things are so expensive, so you can't really tell people you can't use this, and it's just to each their own.
Let's see. There you go. Okay, well, that'll be auto-generated. Unlisted, copy, save. Keep her both of those.
Oh, my cast is so itchy. Oh, makes me crazy.
Yeah, that's gotta be hard. The one thing, knock on wood, that I have never done. Never had to do the cast.
You don't want to cast. They're awful. This is like my 4th one, I think.
My littlest brother, he's prone to breaks. They said something about he had too much calcium.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know how many times they called CPS on my mom thinking that something was happening to him, and it was no, the kid could bump a wall and ouch.
Oh, wow.
He's still that way. And I'm like, he's not too sensitive, but like he's like, if he falls, he's gonna break something.
Oh, yikes. That's not good.
Hard falls. Yeah, no, and when he was in the Marines, probably really wasn't good. All right, I'm gonna start letting people in. We got 9 already. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. We'll wait. We usually wait about 5 minutes and let everybody in. Everybody kind of get strolling on in here. We'll do some really quick announcements, and then Michelle is our first speaker. We'll let Michelle take over after that. Good morning. Welcome in. I'm turning on my sign. My brother made a little sign outside of our studio so that when we're live, I can turn on a light.
Sorry, got my hair washed, but it's not dry. You're going to have to deal with it.
All right, let's see. All right, we got just a few more minutes to let people in. It says you're done. I think I turned on my light. We'll find out. There you go. It's funny because my brother has the whole house like wired up. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning, Nadia. Good morning, Janelle. I can't talk today, you guys. I'm still drinking the coffee. Janelle, good morning. All right, well, we're waiting for people to come in. If you guys want to say hello, let us know where everybody's joining us from.
Yeah, I want to know if everybody else has the heat, if it's hot everywhere.
My daughter was kind of mad. We're all kind of mad because we came from Vegas out to California. We're like, what happened? The heat followed us. I said, I know it's way worse over there, but.
Welcome to Arizona.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I said, I'm not going to miss the heat. I am
Right.
not, but then it still hasn't cooled down over here either. So I was like, what the heck? It's supposed to be 100 and something today. Welcome in, everybody. Desiree said you got 70 degrees.
That sounds nice.
Right?
I'll take that.
That would be nice.
To me, 70 degrees is perfect. Perfect temperature. Not too hot, not too cold.
Welcome in, everybody. Again, we're just going to let everybody come in. We'll do some really quick announcements at 5 after, and then our first speaker, Michelle, will answer questions. So get those questions ready. Don't put them up quite yet, just so it makes it a little bit easier for them not to get lost. Just let us know where you're coming in from.
We got New Hampshire. I've never been there.
South Carolina, Florida. Seriously considering moving to Minnesota. Yeah, but then in the winter, you're going to be like, never mind.
That in Minnesota has way too many bugs. Oh my gosh. So many bugs in Minnesota.
Illinois. My kids were like trying to get used to the new bugs out here. I'm like, we're used to the bugs in Vegas, and they're always usually big and want to hurt you. Over here, it's just a lot of different ones, a whole lot more. Palmetto bugs, yeah, those are fun. You get those in California and Vegas. All right. Bugs are seasonal in the north. All right, so it looks like we got 17 people in here now, and we usually get a whole bunch trickling in about 15-20 minutes later because everybody realizes, oh, it's time. Or they all go check out the videos and come running. I'm just pulling up your thing here. So welcome in everybody. It is our final day for the regular part of the Autumn Muse retreat. So welcome to our final day for that. And then tomorrow for all of our pass holders, you'll all be able to experience an entire day of live events. So we're going to have our coffee like super early in the morning.
That was a
that
fast
we can get in there.
Went by really fast.
It did. And I'm
Speaking from someone who's in a cast, trust me, it went fast. It's gone by fast.
yeah.
I need it too.
Michelle is yeah, joined us in a cast. She walked in the right before, and I was like, oh. Never seen an alligator here. I'm sure they are around, but not walking down the street like they do in Florida. Yeah. So just really quick, I just have some quick announcements. So for my video that wasn't playing yesterday, it is being reloaded in a little bit to make sure that it plays, and it will be available again for another 24 hours. My other video, we switched the format, same thing. If it's having any trouble when you first get in there, we completely changed the formatting, but it's going to take a little bit for it to finish switching over to the new format. But again, we'll just extend it out a bit. It's just 9 right now, so it should be ready in just the next few minutes, but you'll be able to have basically the next 24 hours to watch both of my videos that were being weird. Sorry about that, guys. And let's see. So that's for that one. Links are up. Okay, cool. They might still be rendering, but yeah. It might be, if you want to make sure that it's like a best quality that you can watch it in, wait just a little bit to watch it, and then it should be like the best quality once it finishes rendering. I don't think it's too long, so it might be pretty quick. Yeah, because they're still uploading right now on my end, Christy, so it's going to take a little bit. So yeah. And
Yeah,
Michelle,
it's there. So nobody freak out. Just,
yeah, just wait for it for a little bit.
minute. Yeah.
It's at about 30% right now because the whole thing is that our computers are going crazy doing other things at the same time because of this event. So everything's taking just a little bit longer to upload. Again, just a reminder that everything will be uploaded. The replays of all the Q&As will be on our YouTube channel. Hopefully the last one tonight, because I know a bunch of them finished rendering. I just got to add them now. And then what else? Everything for the pass, anybody that has a paid pass, everything will be up for tomorrow for you guys to use it. And for the end of the week, you will get the ticket to the event. You're going to get a code that you're going to go purchase your ticket with, basically. So you're not paying for your ticket because it's a completely separate event on a completely separate platform. So we got to like do separate transaction type of thing for it, whatever. It is not too late to get your Autumn Muse, your Magic Muse pass. If you still want to get it by tonight, midnight, you're going to want to get it because otherwise it's going to go up another 20 bucks. It's going to be basically $99 instead of the $79 price that it is right now. And also, if you missed the announcement, we found out that we were able to add everything to, what was it? Afterpay, Klarna, and I keep forgetting the third one.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one, but at any rate,
yeah, so basically more ways to pay if you want to. Basically splits up your payment in 4 with no interest, which is the best part that I like. Because this pass is loaded, and like I said, it's over 2,000. It's definitely over 2,200, and we had more stuff added again. So it's even going to be more stuff than that. It's going to be really awesome. All right, so we are now 10 minutes in, so I am going to hand everything over to Michelle. I'm going to pin you real quick. And so everybody welcome Michelle in. She's our first speaker for today. And if you want, just introduce yourself, let everybody know what you're all about and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm Michelle Lulf, and you can find me on Instagram under A Paint-Filled Life. And I'm a mixed media artist. I've been doing this for probably, gosh, a really long time. I don't even know how many years, 15 years maybe? I don't know, 15-ish. Right now, I usually do art journaling is my biggest, I guess, passion, the thing that I do the most. Right now, I'm not doing anything because you can't really do art one-handed. But unfortunately, this is like the fourth surgery I've had. I have the tendons that connect from the tendons that go from your wrist to your elbow. Actually, we use them very much when we do art. The tendons are bad in both arms, not just one arm, but both arms. So I have been through numerous surgeries trying to fix those tendons. So I don't know. It could be because I am an artist. I don't know if anybody else has any problems, but yeah, that's what I'm up against, is just trying to get these tendons to cooperate so I can start creating again. But it's most likely an overuse injury, but I know so many artists and none of them have it. But here I am. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting to heal. And I wonder, how's everybody doing this week? How has the retreat been? Does anybody have questions? Any things about supplies or anything that they want to know about? Substitutions. I know for me, I do have a lot of supplies, but I've been doing this for a really long time. So I have a lot of stuff that's old, actually. And one of the things that was important to me for doing this layout that I did today for the pumpkin time was digging into your stash and using all your scrap paper, because I have so many bins of it. Where does it come from? It like multiplies. But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me, is to have you dig into your scraps and use that paper. You can also use fabric. I was wondering if anyone was going to use fabric for the pumpkins. I think that's something that I mentioned as a possibility. I have a lot of fabric too. I don't do anything with it. Does anybody else have fabric? I have like bins and bins full of fabric that I've like, why do we have it? Like, I just thought I needed it, and I have it, but I don't use it. So I was going to say that, yeah, for my art journal page, it'd be cool if you guys got out fabric too.
You can jelly print on fabric.
Oh, see, I've never tried that.
It works great.
Oh, cool. Okay. But yeah, it sounds like a lot of people have fabric. So we need to figure out, maybe.
Would you like to speak for us next year? No.
Maybe we need to do a fabric retreat next. Like, what can we do with all this fabric? But yeah, it's just something that I've collected over the years. Like I just you buy stuff on sale. You go to Hobby Lobby, or I guess Michael's doesn't have fabric, but Hobby Lobby does. Joanne always has fabric on sale. And so I just always think that I need this.
It jumps out at you, doesn't it?
It does, especially when it's the right price. But yeah, so that'd be cool if, somebody decided to use fabric on their pumpkin layouts.
We got our first question. We got from Christy, actually. Tell us your favorite paper, the weight, and the brand, if you have.
You know what? I like mixed media paper. Mixed media paper works the best for art journaling because it handles all kinds of media. It handles the paints, acrylic paints, watercolor paints, different glues. It will handle fabric. It will handle paper. So other paper on top of it. So mixed media paper definitely is the best thing to get. There's all kinds of brands. Canson, Michaels has tons of it. Joanne has. I don't know. I haven't been to Joanne anymore. I don't know if anybody shops Joanne. I don't think they're as popular as they used to be. But I don't know what they have for mixed media books. But I like to go to Jerry's Artorama. They have the best selection and the best prices, I think, as far as picking out an art journal.
We got some comments that Janelle said, I have so much scrap paper. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Susan said, I love fabric. And Jamie, I have so much fabric. I have a ridiculous amount of fabric. I can try it on muslin. That was Desiree. Let's see. Also, what is your favorite art medium? Watercolor, colored pencils, etc.
Mine would be acrylic paint. I use that the most. Like if I had to get rid of all my art supplies and I was only left with one, I would pick acrylic paint.
Very cool.
I don't like oils. Oils take too long to dry. I don't know if anybody has any experience using oil paints, but
yeah, they take forever.
They're just not. They're too moody for me.
See, Christy said she absolutely loves fabric. Jamie said, I print on white fabric. Janelle said, I always see cute back quarters and I wonder what I could use them for.
Yeah, I have stacks of them. Okay, so I'm going to challenge somebody today to use, instead of paper for the pumpkins, to use some fabric.
There you go.
Let's get our fabric out. I'll even try it after this cast is off because now we got to use our fabric, guys. We have to.
Susan was saying Michaels does have fabric online. Actually, they're starting to have them in the stores now too. They actually have some of the stores have full-on fabric aisles now, and they'll cut it for you and everything. Let's see. I will use muslin, Desiree said. Challenge accepted, but I'm an extra slow crafty. Let's see. I get my mother-in-law's leftover fabric. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I have a bag of it up in my bedroom right now from when I moved, and it was like one of the things I was like, oh no, that's coming with me. After all the other stuff I had left, I was like, that's one that's coming with me. Let's see.
But I know we had something in our minds, like what did we think we were going to do with it? Because I mean, I've been carrying mine's over. I mean, my girls are 10 or 11 and 12, and I've had it longer than they've been born. So there must have been a purpose. It just keeps coming with me.
I get you. I have a bunch of bins in the garage right now full of fabric, and it's all like, white fabrics, fluffy fabric, you know what I mean? Stuff. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb.
I think fat quarters are like the perfect size for making like a junk journal. They work pretty well for that. I haven't done one in so long with fabric though. It's true. I'm like, gotta throw in some fabric pretty soon.
I mean, I guess if we have if you take like cereal boxes or any kind of like cardboard food boxes, instead of painting them or using our scrap paper, we could put fabric over them and make pages and books that way. So guys, let's get our fabric. I can't wait to get my arm back so I can try it out.
See, is there a template for the pumpkins? I can't find anything.
Yeah, there's supposed to be.
Yeah, let me see. If you go on it,
I'll find it and then I will give instructions here.
Can anybody see this book I'm holding up?
no.
Can't see that?
No. Your camera's
Oh.
not on.
Oh, my camera's not on? How do I do
I
that?
see your name, but not your face.
Oh, good. You don't need to see my face. My hair is all wet. I guess it says start my video. I guess that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. You see this?
Hold on, I gotta find you because I have Michelle pinned. Give me one moment. Oh, there you are. Let me pin you. There you go.
This is jelly printed fabric covered journal.
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
So lots
cool.
of things you can do with fabric.
Awesome.
Everybody said that's very cool, super cool. Here we are. So if anybody has any questions, I know it's like the video's just started, so they haven't probably had a chance to completely watch your video yet. So they all just started, but is there a little bit you can tell us about what your whole thing is about?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, here I can show it. I can show a picture. I got a picture right here. Actually, is it? There we go. We're good.
All right, perfect.
Okay. So I actually did want to talk about. I don't know how many people have the letter tiles, so I was going to talk about some alternatives because these are the tiles I have here. These are super old, you guys. I got them at Tuesday morning, like 10 years ago. I don't even think Tuesday. I think Tuesday morning went out of business. But if anybody has any games, Scrabble, I'm trying to think, Yahtzee. Goodwill always has like old board games, and I actually did get some Scrabble tiles. But yeah, for the tile pieces, because these are probably going to be the hard part to try to find because, like I said, these things are old. But another thing that I did before I realized I could use the tiles is I just took a piece of cardstock and I painted it gold, and then I traced. Oh, I'm looking at. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday morning's still online. Okay, so they closed their physical stores, I think. But I used to get a ton of mixed media art supplies there. But I did take a gold sheet of paper and some letters and just traced them onto the gold paper and had that as pumpkin time. But then I remembered that I had the tiles to go in and use. But here's what I'm talking about with the pumpkins. Instead of using scrap paper, to use fabric.
Very cool. That'd be awesome. Let's see, we got a few comments and questions. So Susan said, my medical issues prevented me from being able to use a sewing machine, so the bins sit there taunting me. Thanks for giving me an idea to use some of it.
Yeah, I have no idea how to use a sewing machine. I can't sew to save my life, but I have all this fabric anyway.
Desiree said, now I want to know what jelly printing is. Yeah, so we're actually in the challenge that comes after the retreat that I'm hosting over on my site. Like I said, you get that ticket free if you upgrade to the Autumn Muse Pass. You can get it separately, but I won't open tickets till tomorrow for that. But we're going to be doing a jelly printing on that. Let's see. Yeah, if you look it up, it's like reverse stenciling. Yeah, kind of. It's really fun. Let's see. You use Lindy's Magicals in your project. Can you talk a little bit about using those?
Yeah, so actually, you know what? Here, let me open my jump up a quick minute here. Show you guys some different options.
No, I did not know Tuesday morning even closed.
I don't think it's been that long ago. I think it's been within the last 6 months, possibly. But okay, so here's a little jar of Lindy's Magicals. So this is a pigment powder that reactivates with water. And you literally, so again, I've had these for you guys, I've had all my stuff for so long. You only need a little tiny bit of these to reactivate with water, and you just add it to your paint background. But I think that I just have these from Lindy's. I think they have other things like little shaker powders. This just, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to open this one-handed. Yeah, I can't open it. But it's just a little pot with the powder inside. I think they have like, you know, things that go over the top now where you can just shake it. So this is one thing that I use is the Lindy's Magicals. And then also Ken Oliver makes the same kind of thing.
Is it the same?
These are so old again. Again, you just sprinkle it and reactivate it with water. And then there's color burst ones too. And there's also
the same thing.
Pearl X. These are also pigments or mica powders that reactivate with water. So those are the things that I use. I use Lindy's the most. I have no idea why. I think just because the effect that they provide, it's the most intense out of all the pigment powders that I have. You don't have to use them. It really, I don't know if you can tell by looking at this, but there is shimmer. I don't know if I can get it to. Trying to see if I can get it to reflect. You can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I can
there's
see it on
the shimmer.
on the pumpkins.
But I'm one that buys things on sale, and that's how I have acquired so many things. But things don't go on sale very much anymore. But that's why I have so many things, just because Jerry's Artorama does have the Pearl X ones, and I don't know, Lindy's. I can't even tell you where I got Lindy's Magicals. I think maybe Joggles has them. I'm not 100% sure, but also Lindy's Magicals has a website too that you can get stuff from, and they have sales, on and off. But these have literally lasted me a very long time. Like it's not even half gone yet, because you need just a little, just a little smidge of it.
They ask, what is the powder you used on the background? Is it mica?
It is embossing powder. Talking about the gold.
Said on the
Gold
background.
on there. That's embossing powder. So embossing powder is another. Let me grab. So the things that I just showed, the mica powders, those are not, you don't have to heat set those. So here's just an example. This is just a Ranger one. You need an ink pad or get a marker. And your embossing powder adheres to either the ink or your pen, and you sprinkle it on, and then you heat set it. So like what I did with this background to get that gold is I took a small script stamp, and I stamped it on here it's a Versamark. See if I can get it off to show you. It's so hard to do things one handed. Oh, my ink pad, my stamp pad, it's sticky. So you just take your stamp, lightly tap it into the ink pad, and then you put it on your paper, and you sprinkle the embossing powder, and then you heat set it. It's messy. I always spill embossing powder everywhere. I'm like not good with embossing powder.
Let's see. You had a comment about your bins. You said they love all the colored baskets on your shelves.
Oh, Container Store.
So yeah, they were talking about, I guess, Tuesday morning. Theirs closed about 4 years ago. Is there a substitute we could use? Is that on which, Desiree? Sorry, I just got that one. I just saw your.
For like embossing powder. I know not a lot of
It's
people.
for the Lindy's
You know what?
powder.
This works really well. Glitter. You could just rub glitter across it.
It was for the Lindy's powder. Can we just use mica instead?
Yeah, because these are powdered pigments, this set here. And then Ken Oliver, I'm just trying to see what he actually calls these. It's just, these are metallic ones, but then I have another one too that's just, Color Burst.
Color Burst.
Color Burst is another one.
Okay,
And it just comes out as powder.
It's a lot more pigmented, I think. Like the Color Bursts and the Lindy's are like way more pigmented than the mica powders.
Yeah, mica powders, I mean, I like them, they're okay, but yeah, you're right. The Lindy's and the Color Burst work better in my opinion.
Thank you.
What else we got?
Ooh, explosion powders. What are those? Those sound fun.
Lisa Horton's Explosion. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it is like, I think those are like these two. The SpectrumArtCreations.com is a great place to get discounted junk journal and craft supplies. They have an Etsy shop and do live sales on YouTube also. They've got Lindy's Magicals. Very cool. So you love the shimmer. I also love shimmer. Folk Art makes a type of paint called Color Shift, and they are really pretty too if you don't want to work. Oh yeah, I've used those. Those are cool. The Folk Art Color Shift paint. It's an acrylic.
Oh, and I was talking to that if you don't have the gold embossing powder to use on here, I just have a bottle of gold glitter that you could just smear or on the pumpkin. Because I mean, I get it. Not everybody wants to go buy embossing powder if you don't use it very often. This is just a bottle. It was like $1 from, I don't know where it's from. I think it's from Hobby Lobby. But I've started using that a lot too, instead of and if you don't have if you don't have embossing powder, just other thing you do is just take glue or gel medium and rub it across your pumpkins and then just sprinkle with glitter.
Yes, like go paint markers, question mark. Yep. And the markers you used, are they paint markers?
They are. Let me grab them too. I have them.
Basically, her project is perfect to use up your stash that you've been hoarding for a while, or collecting.
Yes,
Sorry.
definitely. One's a Sharpie, just a Sharpie. Make sure to get water based and not oil based. The oil based are no. This one's awesome. This is called Art Infinity. This is from Jerry's, and it's they have gold and silver, and the silver one's really cool. It's chrome. And this is just it's literal gold ink. This is awesome. This works really well. This is what I used mainly throughout for both projects.
Right. So yeah, I was telling everybody your project's basically perfect for using it to use up your entire stash of.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I
that.
didn't buy anything new to make my Magic Muse pass. I didn't buy anything, and for the pumpkins, I didn't buy anything. I actually got out everything I owned and use that, because that was the whole point, is to not have to worry about buying things and just using what you have.
I'm like, I just thought about it. I haven't used Ken Oliver's thing for so long, and I'm like, huh, I gotta use it. Now I know where I will. Let's see. I know I think I missed a couple. Let me make sure real quick. Yeah, they're working on the pumpkin template, making sure that's in there for everybody.
Now I can tell you that also for this, the paper is Tim Holtz Ideology. It's the abandoned pack. I don't know if the paper's available because, again, my stuff's old and I hoard it. But I do know that there is fabric. Tim Holtz has the Ideology abandoned fabric for this. And so instead of getting the paper, you get the fabric. And I do know that's available, which I think, again, would be really cool.
I tried Amazon. It doesn't come up anymore, but all his other really fun stuff does.
Yeah, Tim Holtz fabric is awesome.
Fabric. Great idea. I have so much stuff I never use. Oh, I have some Tim Holtz fabric. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's fun to use. He comes out with new ones every year. Let's see here. So let us know, like, what are you up to after this? Do you have anything coming out? Where should they find you? That kind of stuff.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go through a lot of rehab for this. So I am working on hopefully putting a art journaling class together at some point. But again, it's all going to depend upon healing time and how well I can bounce back. We're also moving. I'm moving to Arizona. So that's going to be, I actually lived there for over 20 years. My kids were born there. And so I'm in Oklahoma now, and that was just an oops, little stop in the plans. But yeah, we are moving back to Arizona, so I'm going to be moving for a while. But once I get settled again, and get my arm rehabbed and make sure this arm is not going to go out on me. I know packing with you guys, I don't even know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but
are you sure? Are you sure you want to move to Arizona?
I lived there for 20 years.
But it's gotten hotter, longer.
Yeah.
It's still 118 and it's October.
I know. Well, October is always hot to me though. I left about 5 years ago. I've been gone for about 5 years.
Yeah. It's
before the housing market went crazy insane.
It's been getting warmer.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the population increase doesn't help it, but
right.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a lot of people that have moved there. But yeah, I've been there, done that, so used to it.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to heat. I don't know how you want to go back to it. I can do it.
See, I don't like cold.
I don't like cold. I wouldn't go there. Yeah, that's too cold. Let's see. Trying to check over here. We don't have anything on the other side. Yeah, ouch, that's hot. Yeah, it is. Arizona, and I think it's the worst of them right now, getting so hot.
Now I do a technique on here that probably not many people are going to be familiar with. Once this is all dry, you cover your pumpkins with gel medium and you shade with markers. I just want to add that if you do decide to do that, don't use alcohol markers. You do not want to use alcohol markers on the shading technique.
Gotcha. Can you talk a little bit about getting crafting done when you suffer with chronic conditions?
Yeah, that's me, definitely. Unfortunately, I have a bad back too. So Payne and I are very good friends. The whole arm thing was just yay, come on, let's add that to the mix. So for me, it's more so about, just being creative when you can. And it's also being comfortable. So I have a table in my art room that's an adjustable table. So if I need to stand up and create, I can, or if I need to sit down, push a button and I sit down. So that's one of the biggest things that's been helpful for me, is being able to have an adjustable table. So that way you can sit or stand as you need to, especially when you have a bad back like I do. Sometimes I can't sit, sometimes I can't stand. So I got it from Amazon. I think it's been a couple of years ago, but it's definitely been something that is a lifesaver for me, has been able to, adjust it as I need to. Also, sometimes when you're not feeling good, the last thing you want to do is go and, sit and do anything. So a lot of times when I'm in that, I can't move, I watch YouTube videos or scroll on Instagram. I watch a lot of YouTube, just for inspiration. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Like, if you can't do something that day, that's totally okay. I mean, I will say that sometimes when I'm feeling awful, and if I get up and just paint something or make a little art journal, one of the things that I started to do, and I talked about this at the last retreat, is I just have this little mini art journal that I work in, because then it's not too overwhelming and it's not too big, and just allows you to get some color on a page. Just lets you be creative for a little bit, because even if you can't do it for very long, it gives you an opportunity just like I said, get some color on a page, and makes you feel, it makes, definitely for me right now, going through this with one arm, I'm cranky because it sucks, and I'm itching right now, and I'm like wanting to stick something in here and try to itch my arm. But it sucks when you can't be creative, because for me, it's a really good outlet. And it's very relaxing, and I feel so much better when I do it. So instead of, trying to tackle something big, that's why it's nice just to have this little guy just to work in. And that's something that's been really beneficial for me, is to, just do small little things, or, like I said, watch YouTube videos for inspiration, scrolling on Instagram. I get a lot of inspiration from that as well. But, don't be too hard on yourself, and, get comfortable, be as comfortable as you can. I actually have, ergonomic chair that I sit in. But yeah, the adjustable table is everything. Like I said, I got mine off Amazon. I don't remember how much it cost. I want to say it was maybe 100 and something, but it literally just has a button that you push and it goes up and down, and you can hit, you can pick settings for it too. So like if you're having, I need to be higher up kind of day, you just push a button, or if you need lower. So that's been my saving grace, is the adjustable table.
Yeah.
That, and don't be too hard on yourself.
Susan said, I definitely need to get an adjustable table. I have a desk chair with a leg rest attached. Yeah, I need to do the same thing.
Oh yeah, Jamie, awesome. Pride News are coming. I think it's October 8th and 9th. So go stick one in your cart and let it sit in there, and then the price will adjust to whatever the that's what I always do. I always have a ton of stuff in my cart.
Desiree asks, what can we use instead of gel medium?
Oh gosh. You know what? I have
About Mod Podge.
Mod Podge, and then I don't know if they make this anymore. This again, you guys, my stuff is so old. I keep saying that. Collage Podge too. Mod Podge and Collage Podge and gel medium are the best.
Forget about that one.
I think this, I don't even know if the cap opens on this anymore, but it's like sealed shut.
Let's see. Do you find certain tools that are more helpful than others, like padded scissors or a type of die cutting machine?
Say that again.
Says, do you find certain tools that are more helpful than others, like padded scissors or type of die cutting machine?
You know, I've never used anything for die cutting. I don't know. I'm just not into it. I guess it's just another one of those Pandora's box. You don't want to, you don't want to open it. I think my husband would be like, "What the heck are you getting now?" But I mean, they're definitely cool if you can use them. But I mean, I just use normal. I mean, I use my favorite scissors is I just got a little Tim Holtz one. These are super sharp, so be careful you don't cut yourself. This is probably my favorite scissors that I use. As far as paintbrushes, I will say from someone who's dealing with the arm issues, that longer ones work better than shorter ones. So I do have short ones, tall ones, long ones, and I like using the long ones better. It takes the pressure off my the tendons, you know, my hand, because when you paint, it's your wrist, and then that's connected to here, you know, to your, this is what gets strained. So, you know, whatever you can do not to put as much strain on there. And if you have a die cutting machine, I mean, yeah, you can do all the cutting for you. I don't mind cutting. I do have a Cricut, but my husband uses it. I don't. So if I need, like he makes me my own stencils all the time. If I need something cut out, he will cut it out for me on the Cricut. So that's, you know, beneficial if you're, you know, having hand issues. But yeah, whatever you can, you know, whatever you can do to make it easier on yourself.
Christy said, ooh, Michelle's giving us the tips. I think that was about the Amazon Prime Days. Janelle was asking, didn't Prime Days used to be in July? Is this new?
I think it's new. They did it in July, and then
Yeah.
I think that they're doing it again. I think October 8th and 9th is what it
Yeah,
said.
something like that. I know it's coming up really soon. But
And I
I
think it's new that
almost
they're
feel like
doing it.
it's all year long. They like seem to do it every few months now or something. Let's see. Okay, great. Collage Podge is way better than Mod Podge. Doesn't stay sticky for weeks. If you don't have Mod Podge, it is watered down glue. And
I'm not a fan of Mod Podge. I like gel medium. I just use I use Liquitex. This is the best.
And Susan said yes, it's the 8th and the 9th. See, and then make sure to miss anybody. I think we're good. People are asking about the YouTube channel for this retreat. I put that up, but basically it's at Junk Journal Retreat on YouTube. If you pop that up, it comes up pretty quickly. I've never used gel medium. How is Mod Podge different from gel medium?
Gel medium is actually used with acrylic paints. It prolongs the life. So if you're Susan. Sorry.
Yeah, it gets spooky when that happens, doesn't it?
Gel medium is actually designed to use with acrylic paints. So and it's clear, it's a clear substance. So if you were actually to use gel medium and mix it with your acrylic paints, it prolongs the drying time. So a lot of times acrylic paints dry super fast. So if you use gel medium and you mix it with your acrylics, then it makes you got a longer working period with your paint, because it extends the drying time. But somehow somewhere along the way, somebody said, hey, you can use it for glue. And so it's just because it's clear. And it allows you to do, like, it's just more workable to me than Mod Podge is. I don't like Mod Podge. I'm just not a fan. I've just never used it, just because I've always used gel medium from the get-go. And it just works best for me. But gel medium is really designed more so to prolong the life of your acrylic paint than it is to be an adhesive. But it just so happens, you know, you can do both. But I mean, I guess if you're doing collage, Mod Podge is fine.
No, I don't want to. Let's see. Big Brother is listening always. I don't want to be the little sister anymore. Let's see. Mod Podge tends to stay a bit sticky for several weeks before it is fully cured and may cause any journal pages to stick together. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
one
true.
glue.
That's true. When you have journal pages do stick together. So, and I've never found anything. I mean, I've got some old journals that I stuck wax paper between the pages so that they don't stick. There's another journal where I used somebody, I don't even know who it was. This was a long time ago, recommended taking a candle and rubbing it over the pages so that the wax would make the pages not stick. They still stuck. So, and I didn't like having my pages all waxy, but right now I just put wax paper between each page and that seems to help a little bit. But I've also found, like, in my early days of mixed media, I did use Mod Podge and I found that it made stuff discolored. It like gave a yellowy brown tint to some things. So the gel medium definitely does not do that.
Right, let's see. We've got, I just use Elmer's glue and a little bit of water mixture. I use gel medium for collage. I think Maker's Magic is the new sealer. I've used it and it's great. They have matte and gloss. Does spray sealer stop the sticky?
Oh, dryer sheets between pages. I haven't heard of that one. I'll try that one next.
Microglaze works great. Someone once suggested simple talcum powder. Yes, discoloring from Mod Podge too over time.
Microglaze is a Tim Holtz product, right? In a little,
Yeah, I think so.
little jar.
Let's see. Does spray sealer stop the sticky? The only thing is that it's still wet underneath. That would be the only thing. It's just that Mod Podge takes a really long time to dry. It can take, I think, something like 72 hours to completely cure. So if you put the sealer on top of it, it's still drying underneath and you might create more problems. It's just like if you ever put nail polish on and you put way too much and it starts to bubble, that's what might start happening. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, formerly sold by Judikins, also Dorland's wax. Waxworks cool. I have waxed pages before. Can you use a heat gun to speed the drying? I wouldn't recommend it.
You can on gel medium.
Yeah,
gel medium, you can use a heat tool. Just don't put it too close, otherwise it will bubble. But yeah, heat tools and gel medium work really well together.
Yeah. I love gel medium. I gotta go get me some more. I'm running out. I made my first journal, nothing in it, but I made it. Very cool, Kelly.
Put some fabric in it.
There you go.
I don't have any fabrics, so I did it all in paper, but it was Sharon's paper from yesterday.
See, I'm gonna pin you so you can show it. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there. Now do it. A little higher. There you go. That looks cool. I like it.
So that's the first one I've ever made. How do I get the pages in it now?
So there's a whole lot of videos, believe me, that you'll have for sewing it in or elasticing it in.
Okay.
So yeah, you could definitely do it a few different ways. You could just put a piece of elastic cording around it and just throw it in there. You can sew it in.
Okay.
You can staple it in. You can literally put it in a sewing machine and sew it in that way. But believe me, after watching all the videos, I know I mentioned it for a tiny-ish bit on mine, and then everybody somewhere mentions some way to put them in there. So believe me, out of one of these videos, you're gonna get it pretty quickly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, except the flippity floppity, that should be just about done. Oh yeah, it should be working now too. But it'll show you how to just add a piece of elastic. I don't know if you can see mine on it. Yeah, actually on this one, I sew, elastic, and staple. I was trying to remember what I did. And then if you go back and watch our opening day replay, or I just killed the book. We show you how to do it there too. So I think we did the sewing on this one. Yeah. On the opening day replay, I think I sewed this little guy. like a Sears pamphlet. So you should get a pretty simple sewing technique.
And that's another thing I didn't know. Somebody in the comments said it was to look for videos on signatures. So is that what they're called inside of the book?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
How to sew a signature, yeah.
See, I'm learning every day.
Let's see. All right. We've got about 10 minutes left. So if anybody else has any more questions, any of that, just go ahead and put those up. My magical hideaways, guys. Okay, it finished finally for today. It told me it was it got paused for some weird reason, but it just looks like it just finished. So yeah, both videos look like they're both ready to go now. Now it's doing its check. Okay. Can you show us some of your other work, Michelle? Yes, please. Show us other journals, anything else you'd like to show us.
I have my little mini journal. Since I'm one-handed. Actually, hold on, let me see. I have so many art journals. I have tons of them. So I don't make my own like you guys do. Here's one. Just mixed media. I have all sizes. But yeah, I've never actually made my own, which with all the paper I have, maybe I should. But
well, now you can use your pass, your Magic Maze pass, and you'll be able to make them.
Here's a one I've made. See that? Stand up a little bit.
They're asking if you have ever decorated the covers on your books.
I think I've only done, maybe I have. Let me see. Maybe 2 of them.
I would say Michelle's go more the way of art journal for sure.
Here's one that I did the cover. I have like 50 different sizes. So there's one where I did the cover. Here's another one. I did the cover. So I literally work on all sizes, 9x12, 6x6. This one. I mean, I have so many art journals, but just trying to, one of the things I like to do, and you could do this is where fabric could come in. I add beads and ribbons. So we could just cut our fabric and add, I just sewed it in with a needle. So there is, that's one thing that I do with my journals is I add like little beads and ribbons. I mean, I pretty much, here's one, using transparencies. If you're on Instagram, a lot of my stuff is on, pretty much, I try to do a technique, but this is hard to do. I don't know if anybody else has problems cutting, but called cutout pages, where you actually cut.
Dale said, I love the colors on that. So cool. I love Michelle's art style. Super happy vibe.
Yes, colorful, but oh gosh, I can't. Darn arm, so hard. But
we
you
can tell it
cut
from there. They said, "Whoa, love the vibrant colors. She uses all the colors. I love her artwork." Desiree said, "I know, right?"
I know, and I have a lot of people ask me, how are you so colorful when your life is dark? Because my life is dark. When you suffer with chronic pain, it's hard to kind of get out of that funk sometimes. So I find that the best way to get out of that darkness is actually, color. The more color, the better. But yeah, I showed a lot of this one in our last retreat, but here's just the little guy. Just little, it's just a lot of just paint and just little quotes.
See, what paints do you typically use to get those vibrant colors?
Oh gosh, I have so many paints. I use a lot of the Dina Wakley paints. I use Liquitex. I use, these are my new favorite ones lately. They're just little ones that come in a little tube. Been using these. Liquitex, Dina Wakley. Jerry's Artorama has their own brand that I cannot think of off the top of my head right now that I use. Just trying to look at all my paints. I have so many of them. I collect paints too. I collect paint, paper, fabric. I collect it all. But yeah, Dina Wakley's probably the most used. Her little bottles. Sometimes I gesso, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't. I don't use gesso a lot.
All right, let's see. Yeah, gesso. 100% agree. Happy colors and crafting, creating in general have helped me tremendously. Love Dina's paints. I found they work so well on my jelly plate and Diane Reveries. Yeah. I like her
Yeah,
pencils.
Dina's paints are, you can't go wrong with Dina's. The only thing is they're just such tiny bottles. I wish they came in bigger bottles.
Don't all crafters collect all the supplies? Yes.
Indeed. We do. But I've been collecting for a very long time, so I have a huge stash.
They love the cutout, This is cool, the cutout page. I do not have
Yeah,
much
here's some of
fabric. I
these.
need to go to the thrift store.
These are just the little guys. See, these are just easy to do. This can literally take like 10 minutes. It's just putting down some paint. And I don't know, I think I stamped. Yeah, stamped and then some stickers. But art journaling is how I handle my paint. So if I can just get in there and get creative, it definitely is. I'm going crazy right now because I can't do anything. And this arm actually has been very painful. So I'm just pretty much sitting around in a pain. I've taken pain meds, and pain med haze is what I'm in currently. But hopefully the cast will get to come off on Monday. So that's good news.
Desiree said 2 different hobbies. Yeah, collecting your supplies.
Yeah, collecting and
actually,
using.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what you could do is right now it could be your research time. Watch all the YouTube videos that you've been meaning to watch. Go through your Pinterest. I usually put my YouTube up on my TV in my bedroom instead, so I can do my research of inspiration right now. We'll be thinking about you and sending happy healing vibes. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we got about 4 minutes left, and then next up will be Christy, actually. We remembered to put ourselves in there this time. Let's see. Janelle said, thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you.
I wanted to ask Billy what she uses for her, what's your favorite thing for gel printing? Because I just usually use wax paper. I just wanted to ask you what do you use the most for gel printing?
Acrylic paint. Is that it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like as far as your substrate, do you use because I use wax paper.
I use wet strength tissue, especially if I want to create collage papers.
Okay.
And otherwise I use like mixed media paper or just plain old copy paper. It just depends on what I'm making.
Everybody's saying thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. Sorry, she was late.
Thanks, everybody. Glad to see everyone.
Yeah, and we'll put the replay up by later today. We're back to back today. I think we'll have a short break at 2, so we are definitely back to back today.
I'm uploading replays as we
we get them up.
So I'm working on them. If they're not there, just know that I'm working on it.
Yeah. So we have Christy at 10. We have our Lunch and Learn panel at 11, and that's open to all of our speakers that want to join. So whoever pops in at that time, basically you can ask all the questions of, so now what do we do with all these journals and all that good stuff? It's a giant Q&A lunch and learn of, we'll let you know everything and anything in our brains that we have. Let's see, at 12, we have Michelle Caldwell. I'm apparently up at 1 o'clock. And then we have a break until 4 o'clock when we have our closing gathering for the first part of our retreat. We'll be doing prizes and everything else then. So we have a lot today, and then our pass holders have a whole other day tomorrow from 9 to 4. And that one's definitely a nonstop. There's no break in between. You're gonna see us doing this a lot, shoving food in our mouth.
Yes.
right. Let's see. Well, I want to thank you, Michelle, for definitely hanging out. I
Thank
hope
you
you
so
get
much, Michelle.
everything
It's
healed
fun.
quickly for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so too. I need to get back to doing some art because I'm going crazy.
Relax for a bit. Use your pass and go just watch some things for now. That way at least y'all ready for when it comes off. Relax.
Ideas.
Go have a good rest.
Yes.
And then if you want to stop the recording, or I think I can, huh?
Yeah, you're